Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So recently, Little Kim was asked who she would like to do a versus battle with because apparently people have not had enough of that yet. Some of it is still fun, but it's still going on. And she actually said she would like to do a versus with Nicki. I was beyond shocked when she said that, and it's not for reasons that you would think. It's not because I'm so excited for this to happen or any of that. I am beyond shocked by the way this entire thing is going. Okay, but before I state my opinion, I'm just gonna say what a lot of people are saying. So when the video started to make its rounds on social media of Lil Kim saying that she would like to do a versus with Nicki, a lot of people thought that that would be a good idea because they're both successful rappers and very well known, very famous, and they are both queens of rap, right? According to a lot of people. And so a lot of people want to see them do this battle. Some people think that Lil Kim, of course, the supporters of Lil Kim, think that Lil Kim is going to win because she has a lot of hits and she inspired Nicki and all of this stuff, the things that you expect her fans to say. And of course, a lot of Nicki's fans are saying the opposite. They're saying that Nicki shouldn't do it because she's too big for this and she shouldn't acknowledge it and blah blah blah. And she has way too many hits and it's not going to be a fair fight. And honestly, a lot of people made valid points, especially the people that said that Nicki and Kim are from two different eras of female rap, and it does not make sense for them to do a versus together. Yes, they're both like very popular for their success in the rap game, but they are from different eras, and the generational gap between their careers is too much. It would not make sense for them to do the verses because that's not the way it's been going. The way it's been going is that people do verses with people from their own generation. The person that a lot of people say that Lil Kim should battle is Foxy Brown. I think Lil Kim should, if she wants to battle, she can battle Foxy Brown, she can battle Missy Elliott. Eve isn't in music anymore, but you know, there's so many other rappers from her own generation that she can battle with. But she wants to battle Nicki, obviously, for obvious reasons, which is that Nicki is still a big rapper out here, and you know, there's a lot of clout that comes with working with Nicki. Okay, let's just call a spade a spade. Okay, that is a huge influence, but I'm not gonna go into that until much later. I'm just saying right now what a lot of people are saying and what they're thinking. So it seems that Lil Kim has her sights set on battling Nicki, nobody else. She didn't say Cardi. If she wants to battle someone from a different generation, why didn't she say Cardi? Because you know they're both I don't know. I guess they both support each other. Even though Cardi did say that she's never really met Lil Kim, but that was a while ago. I don't know if they've met now, but she did say that she doesn't really know Lil Kim as much as people think that she does. But you know, if she wants to battle someone from another generation, from this generation of rappers, why does she not pick someone that she's on good terms with? That's an interesting thing, right? Why did she pick Nicki, who she's not on good terms with, and their fan bases are completely split down the middle and don't support each other? Why pick Nicki? Very interesting. Another thing about this whole battle of Kim versus Nicki is that so far the people that do versus battles are people whose careers are not really at the top anymore, and they are trying to generate more buzz for their old music so that they can get more plays. That is the number one reason why a lot of these former rappers do versus battles. And Nicki is still making music. She's still making headlines. She's still trending whenever anybody mentions her name. So it doesn't make sense for her to do a versus battle right now. Her career does not need it. She does not need to do a versus battle. And Little Kim needs to do a versus battle because people aren't buying her music like they used to. When she released, oh, I forgot what her album is called, but the last album that she released, it did not do well at all. It was really, 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 really terrible. She actually addressed it. And so, considering the circumstances of her music and her career, it makes sense that she would want to do a versus battle, but she can't do a versus battle with someone from her generation that's in the same boat as her, someone who isn't making a lot of music anymore. She can pick somebody else from, her generation of rappers, so that they can both generate more clout for their music, and get more people to listen to their old music. It does not make sense for her to pick someone who's at the top of their career right now, because that person does not need to do a versus battle. Now, let me talk about what I really think of all of this. Okay? And a lot of people are not going to like what I have to say, but this is just how I feel about it. To me, the number one reason why Lil Kim wants to do a versus battle with Nicki is clout. She wants a lot of clout. Everybody right now can see that when Nicki works with anybody, that person gets insane clout. Their career shoots into the sky, and it is very, very, very good for them. There is no one that Nicki has worked with that has basically gone into obscurity. It usually opens more doors for them, where they're able to work with more people and they get awards and they get recognition and their careers get bigger. Everybody can see that. There's no denying that. So I think that the number one reason why Lil Kim wants to work with Nicki is so that she can get clout off Nicki. The number two reason that I think Lil Kim wants to work with Nicki is that for her, this is like a duel. I know a lot of people are saying that she said it in a peaceful way. She doesn't mean any harm. She's just being nice. I am not one to pick one rapper over the other to keep their beef going. That's not what I'm trying to do. Even whenever I post my comments or whatever on social media, I try to stay away from anything that's going to pit one artist over another. However, I think that Nicki is so far beyond Lil Kim's reach as far as what Lil Kim can do to put a damper on Nicki's career. Nicki is so far beyond that there is nothing Lil Kim can do at this time that will negatively impact Nicki's career up to the point where Nicki's career suffers for it. There is nothing Lil Kim can do. And I think she realizes that. She did try. She tried when she released her music. She tries when she posts comments on social media, when she makes these shady congrats to people when they win awards. She tries. But Nicki is just so far beyond what Lil Kim can do to her career that the only way that Lil Kim can really duel with Nicki is through this versus battle, so that they can bring their music together and as a way to prove a point. I guess just trying to create a situation where both of their music are compared by their fan bases, and people can say, oh, Kim did this best, Nicki did that best, this person is better, that person is better. And I don't think that this is what the versus battle has been so far. So far, the versus battle has been a friendly competition of people who are either on good terms or people that are trying to be on good terms with each other. And everybody comes in and they have fun and they play their music. And even people that have problems with each other would squash it, or at least they have tried to squash it. And yeah, so it's a positive thing. But with this versus battle with Lil Kim and Nicki, I know a lot of people are saying that Lil Kim didn't mean any harm when she said it. Honestly, I can see through a lot, and I can see that if you have a fight with someone and you guys have such a strong dislike for each other, or you guys don't get along at all, the way that Lil Kim and Nicki do not get along, and you do not try to squash the beef prior, and now suddenly you want to do a versus battle, you cannot tell me that there is no contention in that. You cannot tell me that everything is all love and rainbows coming from Lil Kim. You simply cannot tell me that, because if she's in this positive place with Nicki and she doesn't mean any harm, then she would have made some kind of an attempt to end the problems between them. But she hasn't done that. I'm not saying it's her responsibility to do that. I don't know whose responsibility it is. Maybe it's both of theirs. Maybe it's one person's responsibility. I don't know. I don't care. That's not for me to judge. All I'm saying is, if Nicki and Kim have not tried to end their beef all of this while, they cannot suddenly appear on stage to do a versus battle and then everybody tries to pretend as if it's a peaceful thing. That's just ridiculous. That is silly. And you cannot tell me that this is a friendly versus, unless they have squashed their beef in private and nobody knows about it, and the public does not know about it. And then I will believe that this is a friendly versus that Lil Kim is trying to do. But as long as they're still fighting and their fans are still pitted against each other, this thing that Lil Kim is trying to do, this versus battle that she's trying to do with Nicki, is just another way for her to bring their fans together to fight over who is queen and who is not, to try to, I guess she's trying to declare herself the queen in some way by battling Nicki and bringing all of her music into the forefront while gaining clout at the same time. Like, she's trying to kill multiple birds with one stone. And to me, this is just not a good look. I think that if you have a problem with someone, you guys are not getting along, and you somehow find out that you can benefit something from them by working with them, the way that Lil Kim can benefit by working with Nicki, the mature thing to do is to try to end the beef. Even if it wasn't your fault, or you feel like it was the other person's fault, if you're the one who stands to gain from ending the beef, then you need to take the step, be mature enough to end the beef. Maybe in private, and then slowly you guys can make it known to the public, and then you can try to work together. But this versus, you cannot do a versus with someone that you're beefing with. That's not what this versus is. Versus is supposed to be friendly. It's supposed to bring people together. This is not going to bring people together. The barbs are going to go extra crazy like they usually do, and the Lil Kim supporters are going to pick Lil Kim's side, and it's just going to be a fight. It's going to be an internet fight. It's not going to be a friendly thing, and it's just, I know a lot of people want to see it, and they're pretending as if this is the whole one big kumbaya, even though it clearly isn't. It's just another way for people to argue and fight and hurl insults against each other. So my conclusion of all of this is that Lil Kim and Nicki are probably still not getting along. I doubt if Nicki will ever make up with Lil Kim, because a lot of people try to put Nicki under Lil Kim, and Nicki is not going to stand for that, because she's accomplished too much to assume a position under Lil Kim. So that is why I think they're still beefing. And since they're still having problems with each other, the right thing, the mature thing for Little Kim to do is that she needs to try to resolve this issue that she has with Nicki Minaj. And then slowly and eventually, after some time has gone by, she can, I don't know, try to either get Nicki to sample one of her songs, or she can sample Nicki's song in a new track that she puts out. Just something with a little bit more distance, something that's not too close quarters, like a versus battle, something that's less awkward. So they can sample each other's song or whatever. And then one person can feature the other. I don't care who does what with who, but one person can feature the other person. In this case, since Little Kim has more to gain by working with Nicki, I would say Little Kim can ask Nicki to be on one of her songs, or Nicki can put Lil Kim in one of her songs. That way they can make music together, and it'll be a more peaceful way of going about this. If Lil Kim wants to work with Nicki, all she has to do is try to work with Nicki. Ask to work with Nicki. She should not try to do this roundabout way of working with Nicki by trying to do a versus with Nicki. Because this is her just wanting to share a stage with Nicki. We all know it's gonna benefit her a lot, but she's not going about it the right way, if you ask me. So do I think Nicki should do the verses? Absolutely not. I don't think Nicki should do it because it's not going to bring them together. It's going to create more problems. I don't think that Nicki should even do a versus with anybody, regardless of who it is. Even if it's a rapper from this generation, I don't think Nicki should do a versus, because honestly, I feel like some artists are above doing versus battles. I don't think Jay-Z should go on there and do a versus with anybody. I don't think Beyonce should go on there and do a versus with anyone. And I certainly don't think Nicki Minaj needs to go there and do a versus with anyone, regardless of their generation. They're simply at the top of their careers. They don't need to do versus battles. Let the people who need the clout do versus amongst themselves. So Lil Kim can do versus with someone else who's trying to draw up more streams for their music, someone from her generation. It makes more sense. A Foxy Brown makes more sense. Doesn't have to be Foxy Brown, can be someone else, but just not Nicki. Nicki's at the height of her career. Why would she go up there and do a versus with Lil Kim? I know a lot of people want to believe that Lil Kim is this whole huge queen, which when I see that, when I see people post that, I roll my eyes so many times. Not because I don't think Lil Kim is a good rapper, but because, come on. People say this a lot, but the last time Lil Kim released an album, nobody purchased it. And it's the same people that continue to say, well, she's the queen bee, nobody is above her. They say all these things, but they don't support her music. If all of these people supported her music, she would have sold more than 1,000 copies. Like, it's ridiculous. People are just so fake. People are so fake. You just cannot know. They're just so fake. They enjoy the beef. They want to keep the beef going, and that's why they're promoting this versus battle. I don't think Nicki should do it. I don't think Nicki should acknowledge it. I don't think she should even mention it, or just no. She definitely should not do it. She's too far above this, and she doesn't need to do it. It's just that simple. She doesn't need to do a versus. Well, that is all I have to say on this Nicki and Kim versus battle, well, potential versus, which I don't think is going to happen, but you never know. You never know. Nicki might just decide to do it. Who knows? And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye, guys.